kind of stuff. And in that case, government should order to print too much money to cover their expenditure, and it can lead to inflation. And inflation means that the drastically rise in prices. So in that case, the value of the money will drop. So in that case also, government sometimes face trade-offs, whether to rise the unemployment rate or whether to decrease inflation. Why I'm saying that, because when inflation is so high, like we have so much demand, the unemployment will also be low. When unemployment is also low, like everyone can find a better job easily, inflation will be so high. And sometimes government face trade-offs between the inflation and unemployment, because there is a state that low inflation is a high unemployment, because low inflation means the low demand. When there's a low demand, there is no job for the most of the people. And on the other hand, the high inflation leads to low employment, because when we have a high demand for just goods and products, it means that we also have so much job opportunities to people. At the end, we want to say that we have some particular terms that is used in that chapter, so we're gonna define it right now.
So first of all, it's externality. What's externality is as the impact of someone's to the people that's not involved in that situation or in that business. There's two kinds of externalities, the positive ones and negative ones. And negative ones, the most common example would be pollution. So there's a lot of firms and fabrics that's working right now, but they are polluting the environment and the air, which is so troublesome to environment and ecology. And in order to reduce the pollution, the government should involve in that case. And there's also positive externalities, and it may be if I am living next to my neighbor and he's just planting and a lot of beautiful, he has just a beautiful garden, and its externality to me is whenever I saw his garden, my mood increase and I will be so happy, and maybe he also gives me some of his flowers, and it will be positive and externality.
So next term is a market failure. Market failure is a situation that when market left on its own can allocate its sources properly. For example, a businessman wants to build a factory, so he did, but he didn't take the cost of building this factory into account, and as a result, this factory can affect the ecosystem, and so like air pollution, even water pollution. So this market may be failed in the near future because he failed to take the opportunity costs, like polluting air, this kind of stuff into account. So in that case, we can call it a market failure.
And economy, actually there's two kinds of economy, the market economy and the planet economy. As we say, in the market economy, the most important thing is invisible hand, but in the planet economy, it is a government which decides what to produce, whom to produce, and how much and how to produce. And we used to live, like our country used to live in a planet economy in the 20th century when we are under the Soviet Union, and at that time it was there was a low variety of products in the market, and economy was such a low, but economy was not in its best form. But right now we are using a market economy, and as we know from our supermarkets and bazaars, there's a lot of improvement to it.
Okay, the next term is scarcity. I think scarcity means the limited resources. Yeah, yes. Am I right? The limited resources. So the scarcity resources is something that governments should always be aware of it, because they are not unlimited, and we should always try to save more to reach the more brighter future maybe.
Opportunity cost is what we give up in order to obtain something. So if we are choosing between trade-offs, we are not just losing our energy in resources, but we are also losing other options we should have. And instead of all trade-offs, we are choosing only one and giving up others. It's the opportunity cost of things or our choices.
Okay, the next one is efficiency and equality. This can be also trade-off for a government, because they are not they're opposite things for each other. The efficiency is the quality of the goods and services, and the equality is setting rules and rights to make everyone equal. So, for example, let's take an example for a trade-off between equality and efficiency. For example, a government can set a rule to take a higher tax from people who make more profit, and the lower tax from people who are just poor. But in that case, the business owners, the factory owners, and entrepreneurs can be demotivated because of the high amount of the tax, and their quality of their goods and services will drop. So in that case, the government tried to just set example for equality, but it can be failed in the case of efficiency.
So you're saying that when there's efficiency, the equality decreases.
When
there's equality, efficiency drops. It's it's linked to each other at the same time,
in an opposite way.
But opposite way.
In a linked to but opposite way. So the last one is enterprise. The enterprise is an ability to run a business, having an idea to start a new business or building a factory and this kind of stuff. Entrepreneur is an ability to run a business, building a factory, owning a new business ideas and this kind of stuff. And right now also the entrepreneurs are the main source of the profit of the government, and entrepreneurs can make our economy develop and improve in the near future.
Yes. And so there's other term called
okay.
marginal change.
Mm-hmm.
So what's marginal change? It's little adaptations and changes to already existing plan. So for example, when I'm having a dinner, I'm having a pizza, and when I'm eating it, I'm not thinking about ordering another piece of pizza, or just not eating a whole pizza, but I'm just thinking about, should I eat only one piece of pizza or not? It's a little adaptations. Or when I'm tired, I'm not doing home tasks, and I'm not thinking about dropping whole courses, but just not doing home tasks right now, but just tomorrow, next day. It's a little adaptations to already existing plan.
So it's a little bit a change to our actions,
not turning it all over again, but just a little bit new things in it.
So it's if a student have extra more an hour to study, to be preparing for exam. And also he or she can spend this time to play games or going out with friends, but he or she chooses to study, and this can be also a marginal change.
I don't think it's more trade-off, thing.
No, I'm saying that this student have been studying for maybe 6 hours, and
he's thinking about taking a rest.
Taking a rest or studying a little bit more. And if he or she chooses the study, it can be also a little bit changed to a plan. Yeah, this is also a marginal change.
So when you are making decisions, marginal cost of something should be equal to marginal benefit.
Okay. Now this is the end of our video. So we would be happy if we can give just a little bit explanation of this chapter, what we understood about it, and thank you for attention.